Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Been a bit of a break, but here we are. And I think today we're going to do an ocean scene. And we're going to try using cell fluids to create a maelstrom like vortex in the middle of the ocean. Let's see what we get to with that. Get rid of the base cube, and I think we're going to create a ground. I don't think it's really going to matter. Let's do a plane and S 250. So it's half a kilometer. Still pretty small. Okay. And the trick is going to be I don't want to make our water simulation so big that it takes forever, but I need it big enough that we can put stuff on top of it. Let's do a cell fluid, new fluid. Size of, I'm going to say 250. 250. Max depth of 50. Doesn't really matter. Okay. And then, let's see. We got, let's turn off fill sides. And then I'm going to create another cube. We're going to make it fine. Depth 25, 300, 300. SC 1 point, I don't know. SZ 12.5. No. GZ 12.5. I can speak. Right. Control A, all transforms. Okay. We're going to move that to a new collection called Initial. We're going to move our ground to ground. Now let's see what we get. Come back to our water. Cell fluids. Collections. Hi. Good morning, or whatever time it is for you, but morning for me. Initial and ground. And we can actually just turn off initial now. And if we take a look, we have water. Okay. Woohoo. Now, turn on ocean blending. And let's see. Ocean level of 25. Does that make it even? I think so. Yeah. Cool. And we got a decent width. Great. What am I making today? I'm making like I don't know, a settlement over a vortex in the middle of the ocean, I think, is what it's going to wind up being. Let's see. Shift A. Curve. Bezier circle. Right. And we want to be a scale of like 50. Sure. Let's try that out. See how we like that. Might go a little bit bigger even. Scale, let's do 50. All transforms. Okay. So now back to here, to our cell fluids. And we want to use a curve guide. Curve is going to be our Bezier circle. Smooth iterations, let's set it like 12. Fallout max, this is 50, so let's set it to 40. No, let's go all the way to 50. Cool. So that'll be the outside area of our Maelstrom. Fall-off min, we want to be 0. Force, we're going to set it massively high, like 1,000. And a guide power of like 5,000. Now let's save. Where are we? Live stream. Up. New. 25070221 live stream. Maelstrom spawn point. And if we run it, you should see it starts to do something. It's a lot of points. Probably more points than we want. Okay, let's stop. Let's take a look at the Bez circle. There's only 4. So it should be fine. That's really pushing it, isn't it? Let's try changing some of our physics to see what we get out of this. Just gotta need to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, go away. Okay, back to that, back to our water. And let's see, it should be good, but it should be going cyclically, and it is not. And I'm not sure why. See, that's the guide power should be that. Oh, we said that's a 10,000? That might be why. 1,000. I want it more pulling to. Let's revert back to the beginning. Play. I want the guide at least as powerful, if not more powerful. No, it still looks like it's pulling in straight. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to try. I'm going to cheat. Not cheating, but I created one when I was working on this yesterday. That got to work. Where was it? There we go. Well, this is just a test. Yeah, this is mine. So let's just grab this and copy it. See if we can make that work. Because I don't know why it's not, but, you know, whatever. And paste. This is a Bezier curve instead of a Bezier circle, and maybe that's why. It's small, though, so let's make it bigger. Dimensions of 50. Control A, all transforms. And then back to here. And cell fluids. There's no Bezier circle. There's a Bezier curve. And rewind and play. There we go. That's definitely working now. I think they must have made us a curve and then close the circle. Because now we're getting that rotational vortex that we want. It's coming along. And it's doing what we want. It's going to get more and more powerful as it goes along, too, which is cool. I'm liking it. Let's see if we can't, just because I want it to be very in your face. If we make this one 5,000 and this one 10,000. Because it's a bigger space, we need a higher number than otherwise. If we were doing like a tiny little thing in a bathtub, we wouldn't need to be this big, but that's getting us some kind of cool. I wonder, can I, because it's pulling to right very narrow on that. Can I take these? Tab, A, an item, mean radius. Already pretty big. Let's 300. Let's see if that changes anything. I don't know if it will or not. Doesn't look like it. It's okay. This will still work for us. Pause it. Let's take a look. That will work for us. Particularly when we do what we're going to do next, which is add some pillars. So let's just rewind to start with. Shift A, mesh. Shift A, mesh, cube. And we're going to say it's going to be about that big. And then depth of about that, right? Let's see. Coming up about that high. Should be fine. Above the water, yeah. Maybe I want a person here so I can check my scale. But it should be big enough. Yeah, that looks all right. That's acceptable. Okay. So we got that. Q, mesh tools, radial array. How many we want? 8. 8's okay. We'll do 8. Right there. Cool. And then let's grab it again, duplicate it, and make it more than that. There. Okay, so we got 2 sets of pillars like that, which is what we're going to want. So let's go ahead and apply all, and we can just get rid of this empty. Where'd the empty go? I don't even know. Okay, and we can move these to ground because they're not going to move. So now those should now impact our water sim. Let's see. Yep, they are. They're splashing up. Looks good. I think I'm liking that. Let's see. Yes, I think I am. I'm getting kind of a interesting bump there. Now these are going to be our low poly ones that we're going to use just to generate our sim with. But we're going to take this and this, Shift D, move them, new collection. I don't know what we want to call it, village. I always struggle for what word to use for a small collection of people living places. Is it a settlement? Is it a village? Is it a town? I don't know. It's a thing. Okay. We now have those in village. Great. Now, it doesn't need to go below ground. I'm going to turn off the water. fluids off. Cool. Okay. I mean, they can, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just edit. Let's just join them together. For one thing. Oh, not the ones in ground. Although it doesn't matter, but the ones in... There we go. Village. Let's join those together. The ones in ground, I'm actually just going to turn off. They'll still work for our sim, but we don't want to see them or pay attention to them. Okay, these ones. Tab. 3. Coplanar. GZ. And I just want them to like right there. Cool. Save. Now, I haven't decided on what exactly our thing's going to look like, but let's just start playing. Shift G, coplanar. E, up. How far are we going? Okay. 3 meters sounds good. So these are tall. Yeah. Cool. Because now we're going to start doing bridge edge loop. Cool. We're going to have to do this a couple times, but we might as well. Let's see if we do a... Does cuts change it? Well, I mean, it's helpful. Do 3 cuts. Put them in here while we're doing it. And here. Bridge edge loops. 3 cuts. There we go. I'm not twisting it, so that's fine. And the reason we need to do these as separate from the ones in ground is that we don't want the water underneath these to be affected by these bridges. So. Then. Okay, so we've gone all the way around. Now we need to do the loop ones. These we probably do want also. 3? Yeah, 3 looks good. So just creating our structure framework. Okay, so we've created that inner loop now. Do we want an outer loop? I think we might. It's going to kind of give us more ground to build on to, if nothing else. So Control E, bridge edge loops. Let's try 3 again. Maybe 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6. Cool. Nice. It's not an exact circle because those inner ones kind of smooth it out a little bit, but it's kind of close. It doesn't really need to be exact either. Okay, and now let's just idiot check to make sure we're good on our fluid. Rewind, play. Yes, it is interacting with our space. Seems good to me. Yeah, it's definitely interacting with our space down here, which we want it to be. Excellent. Now, what are we going to do with this space here? First, let's bring Barton up so we can see him. GZ25. Cool. And G. Too high. GZ minus 12.5. Right? No, too low. Oh, because we brought him up 3. That's right. There we go. Anyway. So there's our dude, and that's how big everything on this place is going to be. All right. Yeah, but then I can't change it later. So, I'm not 100% certain that I'm not going to mess with it yet. So, it's not really laggy either because I'm not going to run it as an animation. I just need to get to this frame and then we're good. So, it's cool. Don't need to worry about it right now. I could make it the same ruin as we've done the other ones. That could be all right. Let's see. The other one's being Jetsam last week. Let's just see. Get this out of the way. Ruin Gen. I will certainly apply it. I won't bake it probably. I'll just apply it when I get to when I want it to be. That's all right. We don't need any of the fire or grass though. And the problem is this is pretty high poly for what we're getting out of it. So it's kind of a bit overkill. I'm not sure I really need 8 million polys of that. Oh, yeah. Not entirely sure. Let's see what it looks like. Got to fix those brownstones too, but oh, I know what I'm doing with that. It's just how I want to do it and how low poly or high poly I want to make it. That's the question. Because there's other ways we could just destroy it, basically. And I'm not even sure how much I want to destroy it. I don't think I'm going to use this one, though. Just kind of looking at it. Don't think it's actually working for me. Not this time. Now, we could use another ruining technique, or we could just apply a material to it. Let's do another ruining technique. Cube. Great. And we're going to go erode it. And we're going to erode it, this cube. And we pick something small first, so it wouldn't be a nightmare. Because we want to make sure that we mess with the... And it's only at 1. That actually should be okay. Let's get rid of it. Let's see if it'll work. Here, the sucker. Yep. Erode it. It's going to add a lot. Okay, that's my... that's too much, clearly. Make sure I applied it. All transforms. Okay, yeah. Resolution 2. Okay, it comes back. Good. I was like, what? Yeah. 3. It's going to be fun. It's not fitting our scale yet. Depth, let's cut it down to like 0.1. I want to still sort of see like it fits reasonably well to those other ones, or we'll have to move it. We could just put this as our object in the ground too, but it will involve its own stuff, so I'd rather not. Let's see, damage scale of 1. Still making it smaller. Resolution 5, and we're starting to get up to the point where we have more. Edge depth, 0.1. No, I mean, I kind of like it, but again, I don't really know that I need it, and it's certainly not lining up well anymore with those, so we'd have to redo that. Which maybe is still worthwhile. We're not that high faces yet. What do we think? Might be worth doing. Let's duplicate it. Kill the modifier. New collection. Ridge, just in case we want to bring it back. Nuke it. Then we can apply this one. How big is our poly? So those aren't bad. Okay. I see. We would have to redo those, but we can do that. That's fine. Okay. And Shift D, P section, tab. And we're going to move that to ground. And let's just go back to... Okay, and we're going to rewind. And in ground, now we can get rid of these two again. We're not going to use them. We are going to use this one, but we're still going to turn it off. Right? And actually, before we do that, we can even make our life a little bit easier. I hope. Let's see. That's not huge, but let's quad remesh it to 5,000 should be fine actually, but let's see. Great. Get rid of the original and move this to ground. And hide it. Okay, now we play add. Now it's playing nicer with that. Yep, looks fine. It's working and it's not messing with us too much. So we have that set to something or other. Tab, A, U. Actually, I think I might remesh it anyway just to get better polys on it. Because I don't really like the breakdown on it. What is it now? 340. Let's take it quad count to like 300. I don't really need it smaller. I just want it better. Okay. Delete the original. Move this back to village. Let's just see. Yeah, that's just a lot nicer. If we want to do anything with it. Same basic level of roughness, but way nicer. Okay. So we've set up our walkway framework for this thing. We still need to put like some buildings and whatever else here to build around our space. And a couple ways we could do that. I prefer the procedural ones in general, but let's just open up our platform generator and see what we've got. We're not going to use the wood one this time for sure, just because we've used it a bunch lately and I'd rather have a slightly different look to this space. But we could use the castle one. It's a little cartoony. Though they have it set up right now. It's not awful, but we could use that. Let's see what it looks like with color. That could be okay to start with. The ones we don't want to use are this one and this one, because we've just used them a lot recently. That's a little too nice. Those are a little too high tech. So kind of on this one or nothing. Let's try it. See how we feel about it. Bring everything in and over and get it out of my way. Okay. We need to change our view to be a lot more than 1 kilometer. Let's just go 10 kilometers so we can see what the heck we're doing. Okay, and then here, actually, let's just mesh, circle, scale it till it's about there, sure. Rotation scale tab, fillet 7, inset it till about there. Cool. That and this, control link, copy modifiers. And we get something kind of strange. Okay, that's fine. First thing we're going to do is set the base to village. Interesting. So we got some stuff going on. And tab. What are we doing here? Go away. Okay. I don't want to fill. If I just delete this face and see, that's going to keep it from filling now? Yeah. It's like I don't really want it to do that. We're going to get rid of the crap on top, at least to start with. Density of 0. Actually, which one was that? Maybe we'll keep that one. Scatter on perimeter. Yeah, those are those other things. Okay, yeah, that one I don't hate. Scatter on platform. Density of 0. Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually hate those. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Lift is 0. Yeah, right in. I don't know what the crowns is. They've added something or other to YouTube. It's not me. Nothing on that one. Okay. We're going to get rid of the flags because they're annoying. But, all right, let's keep playing. Base platforms there. Good deal. Why is it creating all this base crap, though? I'm pushing it down. No. Can I just raise it up? Will that help? Will that make it work? Let's see. Seems like it will. I don't know why it's doing it that. Woohoo! Experience points. Great. We all love experience points, right? Okay, that's annoying. Let's see. What's this give us? It's not awful. Is it what we want? The wood one's just so nice. I always like, I could just use it again, but But I feel like it's not what we need. Yeah, so those are those. That's our wall. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's see. So something like that. Just kind of trying to figure out what I want it to be, truthfully. I haven't got that far yet. I got the vortex working. That was what I wanted. I don't like this. I don't think it's working for me. Ah, yes. Shocking. I'm just going to delete everything there. I don't want them. Not liking this yet. I'm going to get rid of all those. And then we're going to file, and clean up, purge unused data. So if I bring it back in again, it doesn't duplicate it and give me that +1, because I find that annoying. We have that. Let's see. Let's maybe just give this material first. Let's see what we can find that we like. Large blocks from the ancient kit. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't find them. We can just find them, though. File. Find missing files. Get back. 3D Ancients. Yes. 2K. Find missing files. No, still hasn't found him. You fucking thing. Well, let's just find it this way then. Oh, it's done that weird map bullshit. Right. Okay. I do like these ones though, so let's just do it this way. Ancient blocks large is what we're using. Goodbye. Shift T. E. All right, just come on, Seth. Ancient. Blocks large. Roughness, normal, height, metallic, base color. There we go. Screw you. I don't think they're UV'd. Unwrap. Yes, but the scale is just not right. UV editing. Very much just not right. S5. S2. There we go. Let's see if that works better. That does look better. Kind of a little wonky, but, you know. We could try so smart using quad. But then it wouldn't. It's not like wrapping anyway. Or cube. You cube project. That's better. We do need bigger though. S10. S2. There we go. Something like that. That would make sense. That looks better. Those feel better. Okay. So again, we could just use the wood one and it would work great, which is always my like, it would look good, it would work. But we've just used it a lot lately. But it just works so well. This one is just not doing it for me today. It's creating too much weirdness. I don't really want to use it for that. But moss, now that's polishing a turd right now. I'm not worried about that. And moss doesn't grow in the ocean anyway. Barnacles and shit, yes. Moss, no. No, we just need to get our shapes right, and that's what we're looking for. I'm just trying to kind of decide how I want to do that. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. So let's get rid of materials, because materials will screw with us after a while. Let's think what we need. We need some towers, so we're going to need some larger platforms to put towers and shit on. So let's start with that. We need some buildings. Building material-wise, nothing makes sense. It's dumb to build anything that's like this, so we're in fantasy no matter what, which is fine. But just we can't really think about like what would be a natural building material for something in the middle of the ocean right on top of a vortex. So with that in mind, we might as well do. Let's get another circle going. Circle. Now let's go slightly larger. Yeah. And then Shift D, tab, scale, again, just slightly larger, so like that. Okay. Control A. Rotation scale. Fillet 7. Inset to there. X faces. Okay, so we have a ring. We want that. Good. Now let's fill it and inset it again to like there. X faces. Good. So we have 2 rings now that we can use as organizational basis for what we're doing. And if we look at it, I think I might even join them together. Okay, yes. Good deal. Then let's take this or this. Good, they line up. I do love it when that happens. There, and bevel them so they match to our thing there. Cool. And then we can do the same here. Bevel them till they roughly are right the same. Cool. Now we can join them if we want to, and we might as well. Fill. I'm not going to add space this time, or cuts this time, just in the interest of speed. So people have built on top of this other structure with whatever this is going to be. And we may cut out of it too. Which would make sense. So we could do our what you call it, wooden platform if we wanted to, but I really don't want to, except maybe as a foundation. That might be cool. Let's try actually that. So I mean, I am going to use it, but I'm not going to use it for buildings or really a platform, just a foundation. Grab that one, or yeah, we'll grab that one. Collection, paste it. Okay. Yes. And off to the side. Yes. Then this can join to this, or link copy modifiers. Excuse me. It's also big, so it's going to add a lot of stuff to us if we want to. This would be the problem, and why we may not do it. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of platforms. Maybe too much. Come on, should be taking this long though. Blender. Goodbye. End that task. And bring it back. I don't just want to recreate Jetsam again, essentially. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, look, it's another city on platforms, because we've kind of done that now with both, really three, Meyer, Jetsam, and the null setting. So if we need to do something else besides wooden platforms today, that is my requirement to myself. Oh, something else I wanted to do. Yeah, you know, it didn't crash. It just, I set it to do something that took forever and I stopped it. It probably would have finished, but now it's taking forever to come back up again, but that's also fairly normal sometimes. Too much going on. That's not, okay. Now it's almost there. I know, right? Okay, file, recover, autosave. No, Maelstrom spawn point. Okay, so we got that again. But I do like having that. So maybe we'll use it. Let's see. Item, sure. Q, add modifier, solidify. Let's go down a little bit. Right. How big we get on this? Thickness, we might as well go 1 meter. Full meter thickness for the ground that the people are building on top of. Okay. Cool. I like that. I'm going to apply it. And then edit it. And 3. Shift G, coplanar. Inset. Yes. To about there. And then E. Maybe should have even said a little more, but I think we'll do that. That's okay. So that's going to be our human-made or whatever on top of this ancient structure foundation. I'm good with that. And we don't want to hide our center point because we got this Maelstrom. We want to keep it there and we like it. We could do the brick one, but again, it gets big. All of these become somewhat large when you're looking at it at this scale for like an entire village. So you have to watch out for solutions that would just make perfect sense for a single building start to fail when you have to do 25 buildings. I know what I'm going to do. I think. Might not even do that. What happens if we... I had an idea. Let's look. Is that a bird? I'm thinking... Here we go. Okay. S100. Yeah. That looks pretty cool. Okay. What if we did the same kind of vibe that we did for our ship before? So we took that. I think that will work nicely. Okay. Rotation and scale. Come back to that. Let's see. Got it selected. Shift A, mesh, wrap it. We want to remesh. Voxel size 0.1, sure, should be fine. We do not need to add a shader. Repeat the smooth twice and go. And that gives us something like that. We want to go out from that. Does that make that bigger? Yes. There we go. Okay, mostly good. Can we go further? Oh, those must be in. Okay. No, 0.15 is good. Just have to fix it manually. Okay. There we go. Maybe. We might not even need to bother with that tab. Or is that not a remesh? That doesn't look remesh to me. Voxel size 0.05. No. No. Oh, it's just shrink wrapping still. I see. Smooth. We got any. No, we like the smooth. Okay. Not bad. I think we're gonna do this. I wonder why it's pinching like that in some places, though. That's annoying. We don't want it to do that, because that's gonna make our life difficult. But let's see if we can fix it. Object, sculpt. Where's inflate? Inflate. Wrong one. There we go. Probably not going to find them all. It's probably going to be a pain in my ass, but let's try. Okay. There. Ooh, don't do that. Maybe we should remesh it first. Let's do that. Quad remesh it. Sure. Might go down lower than that. Probably should. But I feel like we're on the right path now. Okay, got that remeshed. Good deal. And we can remove the original wrap it. Okay. And this and the underlying thing. There we go. Solo it. This. Sculpt mode. Inflate. Okay. I wish there were different colors. For whatever reason, I made them the same this time, which is annoying. Can we just... Object mode. Yes, there we go. And cool. So now we can look at C. That's better. Alt-X. Let's mirror it. And apply all. So all this to get sort of a base wrapping on this sucker that we like. And still a lot of polys. We need to fix that. There's one. Fix it on that side. And fix on that side. And smooth it. Okay. Cool. That's looking all right. I'm just gonna... Why? I don't know, but there we go. Makes you feel better if I smooth it a bit more. That's kind of cool. Now, where's the underlying thing for 8? This is, I'm just going to call this skeleton. So I can see what the heck I'm doing. My 3 favorite Blender add-ons, basically. Photographer, Geoscatter, and it's one of them I use all the damn time. Probably Random Flow. Those are like the 3 that I use over and over and over again. I had to pick just 3. Okay, so this object. Simply create a cloth. It's still a little high poly though. Come on, it should not be taking this long to create a cloth, guys. What's going on? Okay, good. Save just in case. Skeleton, add a collision. This object, we want to shrink it 0.1 so it comes close to our objects. Collision quality of 10. Let's try just doing that so we don't die of old age waiting. Save. End of 10, just to make sure. And play. See if it'll actually do anything. We don't really need to do this, but if it works, it'll be cooler, so. But it's quite high poly. Higher poly than it probably needs to be. And it doesn't look like it's going very well. Yeah, I'll give it a second, though. Because I'm doing one first, and then I'm going to move it over around. Yeah, it's going to take forever. Let's see if it'll sort of stop. Will it stop? Actually, it did kind of work. Ripped through a little bit, but that's not a bad thing. Cool. Let's use it. I'm not going to waste time with it. Finish cloth. Finish and apply cloth. Okay. Great. And we can change our view. Clip start to 0.1. Now it won't freak out on us. Okay. Save. Now, we could tear it. We probably want to tear it. We're going to say... I guess we can just use simply tear, or rather the I don't know how to use simply tear yet. I had downloaded it, but I haven't played with it yet. So I guess we'll use the other one, tear generator. So it'd be this. Gonna plus, just call it tear, and object weight paint. We're gonna rip it through here. We're gonna rip it through here, maybe here, and maybe here. Not going to do too much. Okay. I don't need either of those right now. Add a modifier, tear painter, ragged. And our tear group's going to be tear. And we got some holes. Yeah. Fun. Is it accurate? No. Is it fun? Yeah. We're going to use it? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now we could do it separately for each one, but I don't think we're going to right now. At least to start with. We're going to try not doing it that way. We're going to kill this animation because I hate animation data. And then this is our skeleton, right? It's our wrap it. Can we apply that? Do we want to apply it? That didn't make it too bad. Cool. No fringe, so it's all right. And then this is our skeleton. And this has its own thread. Great, so we're just going to combine them together. Join. And Q, mesh tools, radial array. Which way are we going here? That's funky looking. Displace, strength, 25. So they're facing inward that way. Interesting. I'm going to go minus 25 then, or minus 35. Yeah. Minus 60. Even a little more. Minus 75. That might be too far. They're pretty big, actually, aren't they? Minus 70. That's funky looking. It's kind of neat, though. I'm into that. Very much into that. Let's save. That's just fun. Now, can we take another rib cage and do something fun with it? And yes, of course we can. Let's bring in this. I think it's a bear. Yeah, looks like a bear to me. Let's take it to that. Okay, solo it. Tab. We don't want any of that. Goodbye. Nice. I'll get rid of those feet too. A few more. Cool. We're getting there. What? I suppose I should probably... There we go. Now we got them all. That's better. Do I actually want that arm? That arm's not bad. Kind of a weird looking thing, but I like it. Let's keep it. So let's mirror it again. Bring it back. There we go. Right. Apply it. Oh, this is a very horror village, so that would be absolutely appropriate. It's one of the reasons why I'm into this. Okay, so we got that. Anything weird? No, those don't look like the reverse. Oh, one. Yeah, there they are. There's vertices, you extra floaty, nasty things. Okay, great. Control A, rotation scale. Mesh. Wrap it again. Sure. What? Oh, same. Is it because it's being used in something else? It's because the other one's still there? Maybe. You know what? Copy objects. File, new, general. Don't save. Delete, paste. Mesh. Wrap it. Huh? Oh, the same vert used multiple times. Is it because I've mirrored it? Is that why? Shouldn't be. Well, let's just do it this way then. Quad remesh. 50. There we go. That should do it. Do not add a shader. I'll set 0.15. What? On the same face used multiple times? What are you talking about? You bastard. Well, okay, fine. We're just going to do it the other way then. Shift A. In which case, we'll do it back over here. Well, nah. Shift A, mesh, cube. Okay. Fine, we're going to do it this way. Add a modifier, remesh. Great. Add a modifier, shrink wrap. Target is retopo 18. There we go. Snap mode on surface, outside surface. Doesn't really seem to make a difference. Nearest surface, nearest vertex. Project, no. We can live with that though. That's fine. Just kind of getting us our base form that we want. Just go ahead and apply all. Use it. And then tab, what are we looking at? Yeah. Let's just, it does not need to be anywhere near that big. Let's make it quad remesh, 50,000, sure. Yeah. Come on. This quad remesh is going to be a bitch today, which it is sometimes. Cancel. In which case, let's just remesh it first. Apply all to better. Now let's try quad remeshing it and see if that works. Yeah. Cool. Remove the original cube. So that is our skin, right? Yes. Okay. And it's also not necessarily working super well as cloth yet. But let's edit it. Sculpt mode. Just pull it out. A couple places. Whee! This is fun. For not really having a strong idea how I wanted to do this when I started, I'm enjoying it. Okay. Get all those. So we're wrapping this entire skeleton. And I could mirror it, but yeah. Okay. Hopefully I haven't missed too many areas, and hopefully it doesn't screw up our cloth sim too much, but whatever. Go on the outside. Okay. There we go. Object mode. Simply create a cloth. We're going to say collision quality of 10 and a shrink of 0.1. And then retopo 18, which is our skeleton, we're going to say is a collision object. And then the cube, we're going to play. Yeah, okay, that one's smaller. Do with that. That's fun. I'm into that. And then we'll go ahead and apply it. And we're going to go give it some tears. With the weight paint. I'll kind of call this whole section out there. We'll get that there. And that there. And just do a little bit up here. Great. And try and see if it looks anyway. Get rid of those two. Add a modifier, tear painter, ragged. Pick a group of tears. Good. I like it. Let's apply all. Join it to this. Copy the object. Delete that one. And paste it right there. Okay. Now, this object, Q, radial array. I don't remember which way we want to go. Again. Let's try strength 10. Which way is that going to go? 25. No, I think we want to reverse it. So we want to go minus 25. Okay, yeah. Cool. And then, I actually like that. GZ, let's just bring it down so it kind of lines up to in there, roughly. We don't have to worry too much of being accurate. Those feel cool. I like that. And now we can build some stuff on the outside. And we can use our wood now to do some things on the outside of this, now that we're not making everything a wooden platform. And in fact, I actually think I'm going to get rid of this. It was a neat idea, but we've changed what we're doing. So we need to move all these down too. So it feels like they line up better. Yeah, and it's just more ragged. Nice. This is starting to get to that actually feels fantasy that I'm looking for. Okay. So do we want a wood around it? We could do that. Did I get rid of it here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Platform generator. Okay, copy that one. Collection. I'm just gonna first clean up everything. Purge unused. Make sure we're good. And then paste. Okay. Good deal. Now let's just see what happens. Tab. 2. If we come to grab this one, and come from like here. There. Come on. Make sure we stay in the right line. Okay, there we go. Easy one. 3P section. I didn't duplicate it, did I? Oh, that's just okay. That's just weird normals. Is that too many polys? Let's see. It's quite a few. Let's just grab this thing. Shift G, direction. Select, check or deselect. Great. Okay, fine. I'm going to invert. No. I'm going to Control X. There we go. Fix that. There we go. Good deal. Okay, so we cut down the number of faces on it. So now we take that and just make sure. Yep. And link. Copy modifiers. Now we can get rid of this one. Because we should have a cool, funky fence around the outside. We do. Good deal. Actually worked. What do you know? Now, let's mirror it this way and this way, and that should give us some of them right. Oh no, it's still this thing. Yeah, no, it did. Okay. And then we can Shift D, RZ 45? No, 90. There we go. And join it with that. Oh, come on. apply. And join with that. And we have our fence all the way around our outside now. Cool. Proof of concept, it worked. Save. And I'm into that. Now let's start making a few just fun things in here. Mesh, plane, cool. Let's go to local, tab 2. Come on. Come on. EX -2. There we go. 3. Something like that. I'm just going to see. Join to here. Oh, undo that. I'm going to apply that mirror modifier first. Now, join. Great. And now we can start editing this thing a little bit. Geometry nodes. First off, base is going to be village. Interesting. Is this not in village? Where is that? No, it's in village. So why is it going all the way through? Dude, interesting. Okay, well, let's look and see. Base angle, so that's a 0. No, it's still going all the way through it. Is this inside out? No. Should be going to that. Why are you being a pain in my ass? From generator 1, base. Where's it connecting to? That's very strange. Because it shouldn't be connected to anything, actually, right now. Terrain collection. Village. I did want those platforms, but I don't need it to do that. No, it's still going all the way through as if it's not there. Why is that? Is this object got any modifiers? No. It's like it's ignoring it and going to ground. Which I don't understand. Fun. Okay, let's see what it's doing. What you up to? Not that one. Don't edit that one. This one. Okay. No, that's correct. It just doesn't want to connect to this thing. That's very strange. I'm going to try one more thing. Let's see. L, Shift D, GZ, scale. This is just a test, so it doesn't really matter, but P section. This object, remove that. M, new collection, test. Now this, base terrain collection, test. So that's working. So it is definitely going to, it said something about this object is not working properly. I wonder if it's because it's in the wrong space. Let's try that. Let's see, moving this to test. And then removing this. Yes, so it's just something at the village that didn't like from before. All right, well, I don't care. We'll put it in test. Makes no damn difference to me. Good deal. I like that. Okay. Now, this tab, L, Shift D, G, R. I don't want it to be the same all the way around. That's why I'm kind of doing it this way versus a mirror. What? Did I not duplicate? What the fuck, Seth? Come on. Shift D. G. There we go. Having a day, man. Okay, they are actually duplicating. Shift D. I think I was doing it in an off window. That I was doing Alt D by accident because I do that so much with object mode that I get used to it as the default, and I always forget that Shift D is the only one that works in edit mode. But whatever, we got it. That's feeling all right. Well, some of those are, I must have been off on height too. Interesting, but kind of neat. Let's edit again. Let's just do this one. L, SZ0. Cool. There we go. I like that. That one didn't have one, huh? Well, it should. Okay. That's better. I am liking it. We're getting somewhere. Then here, tab 2. Hide. L. Alt hide. E. Cool. Those are all wonky, but that's fine. We'll fix it. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be this way? Just solo it. Probably would have been good to separate it first, but P section. Tab A, U, or sorry, N, Shift N. There we go. And solo it. Cool. Select. Check or deselect. Get rid of that. Cool. Do it again. Okay, there we go. Join to this thing. That's cool. I do like some of these little wooden platforms like this. And they are like thematically appropriate to the technology and everything as well too. So you kind of got to be like, on the one hand, I want it to look different. On the other hand, it makes sense. So easy one. Something like that. I do like that. Get rid of these. Don't need them anymore. No, because I do still need it. I didn't apply it. Never mind. We'll keep it. Okay. Could be, but then you wouldn't see anything. So, like, they might have dug in there something, but, like, on the one hand, it might be neat from a thematic. On the other hand, it would kind of not really look that interesting. So, all right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see. Play. Our water should be the only thing really moving. Oh, we don't want to be on 8. We need back up to like 250 again. Play. Make our vortex actually happen now. I might push it more. Yeah, I'm a big functionality concept artist too. So it's like, oh, it looks neat. Yeah, but that's stupid. You know, like no one would ever do that. And then all the Final Fantasy lovers get mad at me. I'm like, yeah, well, it's still fucking stupid. Meh. Okay. I'm going to try even punching it up a bit more. I like the vortex, though. Kill face orientation. Come back to our ground. Cell fluids. I guess we should do it over here. We can do it either way, but... And yes, cell fluids. Force 8,000. Okay, rewind. And I'm going to set it a little bit bigger, I think. Fall off max of 65. So let's go outside those two. Maybe even 75. I don't want to go right to the edge because then it'll get this weird cut there, but let's try that. Save. Play. Yeah, but it's still visually you don't see it. That's the problem. Like inside, it's a neat idea from a story. It's not visually that interesting. And it's going. And this is why I didn't bake it already. It's because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted it to look. You and me both, Michael. That's very much how I am as well. It's going. Let's see. Let's just give it a pause and take a look. We're getting some nice climb up the side there. Definitely have a vortex hole in the center. I wish it was bigger, but it's not real easy to control with this plugin. We could just modify it ourselves afterward, potentially, but yeah. There's more I want to do to this. We need to like make these a little less repetitive, even if we like that form there too. We're under 6 million faces, though. We're not doing bad. This one I think I might work on my own afterward a little bit versus doing it tomorrow, just because I'm not sure that I got enough interesting stuff that's not just like me doinking with little parameters to make it worth watching, but we'll see. Let's put a sky in here and see what it looks like already. I'm gonna just grab append. I'm gonna grab from the just from the base, sure. Floating pirate base. Object. Fog. There we go. Append. And F4. Append. Up the world as well. Just don't have to redo it again. Although I might change it, but we don't know. Okay. World. Add paint. There's our fog. There's our fog. I think that's our fog, yeah. M, new collection, fog. And 1. And GZ. Take a look. Ooh, yeah. We didn't give it a material yet either, but that is certainly dark. Certainly kind of the vibe I'm going for, I think. We want this to be an unpleasant place. Let's just change it a little bit brighter. Exposure to like 7. And this scale and collection, there we go. We can just change shaders. Excuse me, bone on that. And we're going to need to, no, not that one. Come on. Hello, fine, no. Oh, because I put it on the wrong one. This one should be bone. This one should be something else. Look at that wet leather from the other one too. Let's do that. Append. Up, up, up. Where's the whalebone ship? There it is. Materials. Is it leather? Yeah, leather black old. And that would be this one. Oh yeah, and I don't know if we have threads, but if we do, we're just going to make them add that materials, our flow cloth. Okay, and then tab A U Smart UV Project. Cool. And then this bad boy here, same thing. That's going to be bone. This one's going to be leather. Tab A U Smart UV Project. Unwrap. Taking a look. I think this is going to work really well. We're going to need to finish it, but I think it's going to look really nice. Yeah. I like these heads just sticking out off the side like this too. That's a really fun look. I might play with making our water a little bit rougher and change some of that too, but we'll have to see. But the primary design part of this is pretty much done. We got our 8 towers, our 8 long houses, our major structures. We need to build some more gangplanks and stuff along here, just a little bit, so that people can move through the space and it makes sense. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to bail now, I think. Probably finish this stuff up on my own, and I think we'll move tomorrow into one of the interiors for this. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, folks. Bye.